Hi guys, this is an homage to my husband, and I want to talk about how absolutely fortunate I am to be married to this person. I want to say, first and foremost, despite all of my past traumas, I ended up going inpatient for therapy for military sexual trauma, parental estrangement, etc. And I was able to really work on myself, find out my trigger points, and really get a hold of my mental health. I'm not saying I don't struggle, but it is manageable. And I wrote this down today. The reason I fell in love with my husband is because I knew I was safe with him. He never judged me for my past experiences. He never judged that my children disconnected. He saw who I was and knew I had an amazing heart and would be a loving and faithful wife. So every day, my husband sends me a message. Today he sends, "Good morning, my love. I hope you have a wonderful day. You are the best wife ever. Love you." He says, "Sounds good. Love you. You're the best wife ever. Good afternoon, my love. It's good morning, my love. I'm so glad you're my wife. Good luck. I'm praying for you. I love you." I told him I was doing something. "Good morning, my love. I'll take care of it. So glad you're my wife. I hope you have a wonderful day." I think when it comes to being a parent whose children have disconnected, there's a certain amount of fear in meeting other people who have children in their lives, maybe young kids or teenagers, etc. And in the back of your mind, you think, well, if I tell them my children disconnected and no longer have me in their lives, I wonder if they're going to think I'm good enough to be a step parent. And I think that's a fear going into any relationship, and especially meeting new people who we believe don't really understand, may judge us, may hold that against us, may not think we're adequate or suitable to be around their own kids. And so when I met my husband 5 years ago, we met through Tinder, and I told him I had 2 daughters. And a little while after, I said, well, they've been disconnected for a while, about a decade by that time. And he said, oh, that's interesting because my mom helped raise one of her sister's children, so it would have been her niece. And now that niece has disconnected from my mom, who was a loving and kind person. And I said, oh, so you understand? He goes, yeah, it's happened in my family too. And so I was so grateful that I was not judged because of my past. Sorry, I get emotional about things like this. But I met my husband and he was no frills. He was not about, oh, look at my car and look at my house. And he was just a down-to-earth, kind, decent, straightforward, honest human being. And not only that, in the time that we have known in one another and gotten married, he has become a Christian as well. So it's just amazing. Talking about a guy who's been in the same line of work field for 20 years. He is a hard working guy. Comes home, you have to take the shower just to clean up after work because he's busting his butt every single day. And I will by no means claim that we have a perfect relationship because we both handle stressful situations slightly different. I normally don't blow off steam. I normally take a deep breath and say, well, I'll deal with it later. He tends to blow off steam, not at me per se, but if he's cooking, he's like a tea kettle and he's ready to boil. He lets it out. And he had to understand that I'm not that kind of person. And so we had to adjust a little bit, handle certain situations, but by no means he's not, it's just the way it is. if someone gets hurt, they say, ouch, in a loud manner. I normally hold it in. So we've come to learn how to communicate in certain ways. So, anyways, I just wanted to share. I hope this helps others. But most important, be with someone who does not judge you for your past and really understands who's been there and who's done that and who has their own stuff too, their own skeletons. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about, and I'll be back.